Good morning. It is the 15th of February, and we are doing another weekly update on the things that we have been up to. Um, it's uh, it's been a bit of a sorry time for my airbrush. We have abused it, and we've actually finished a unit. So I'll go through all of the things that we've been up to and give you some direct updates now, and also some future plans. So without further ado, one of the things that we did, as I said, was we abused the airbrush a lot. So we got essentially three of these wave serpents to this point where we've got our gradients on and varnished them, which is why they're a bit shiny. See that? And outside of like a few gem details and things like that, the green part of the hull just needs to be panel lined, and that's done. And obviously, we need to pick out these veins and whatnot. The underside is it's super bright. Okay, so the underside is essentially been painted up with like an off-white color for now. I don't know if I'm going to highlight too much of that, but I think maybe like a light blue wash. The engines here need to be painted. I'm thinking maybe like a bronzy color for those. And I'm going to do some very quick dry brushing on vents. But yeah, we got three of those done to that level. We also got two of the very similar, so I'm just going to very quickly show you. Two Falcon chassis done to a similar level. Again, just gradients and varnishing done. They're all done at the same time. I had like these were all at various stages of painting before, and I just wanted to bring them all in line with each other. So we have two Falcon hulls, but we have got the options for the Fire Prism, Night Spinner, and as you can see, the actual Falcon turrets as well. So we'll be doing all three of those as well. We also did my second one of these. So again, bringing the hull up to the same level. We did some little OSL on the blue bit there. This is a Warp Hunter, which is my second one of these. So we get a nice profile there of the color gradients we're going with. My craft world, incidentally, if you haven't guessed already, is Bale Tan. So that's why it's all nice and green. Okay, outside of that, we did this as well. The flyer basically did that, so it's up to the same level. And again, we've magnetized it for both the Crimson Hunter and I can't remember what the other name for it is. The Crimson Hunter's like the aspect warrior one, and then there is Warplock. It's an alternate. Like there's like a one that does like psychic bombs. So we've done for both of those. We also, just to continue the trend of abusing the airbrush, we did this as well, which is our Wraith Knight. Essentially, just again, we undercoated it all and got some greens done. So the green, with the exception of like edge highlights and panel linings, is all done on those. And also, little bros, we got two of these ones done. So again, really putting a dent in stuff there. So that was, for the most part, that was all the airbrushing done. We did have some leftover varnish, so we put some on some of the other things that we're going to be working on this month. But yeah, that was 3 wave serpents, 2 falcons, as I said, the flyer, the crimson hunter, the warp hunter, 2 wraith lords, and a wraith knight, all done with the green layers. We did some work on these chaps, the warp spiders, basically just tidying up where we were before. You can just about see like a faint spider web on there when it's shining in the light, so I might need to do that again. But we got some of that showing up. See, there's like a gradient in the eyes there. Maybe not so. But we did some work on those. Most of the work we've done was actually on these chaps. So we've basically finished these essentially as far as they're going. Now, I don't have a name for the shrine for these guys yet, but I'm thinking the Shrine of the Crimson Step might be good because they've got their red boots. And these guys need to have, because these are all metal, so these need to have like a matte varnish done. But they all have like, I don't know how well you can see that here. They've all had their gems done, eyes done. They've all been kind of highlighted and whatnot. So, and there's 10 of those done. As I said in a previous video, I love fire dragons. They are quite easily my favorite of the aspect warriors. And all of these, as I said, are metal models, so there's a bit of a mixture of like slightly newer sculpts, but there's quite a lot of like these older sculpts in this squad. So it's nice to be able to show them off as well. I have got another bunch of 10, which I'm going to be painting a bit more traditionally. So there's another Exarch. So we got the orange and yellows down on these guys. So that's another 10 done to kind of like this level. But what I want to do, as I said in the previous one, is I'm going to be picking out like the cloth undersuit on these guys, with like a black. So it's something a bit different. So that's the plan for them. We've got some of these guys as well, Supin Hawks. We've got some blues down. Essentially, I'm going to do something similar with these. Anything that looks like cloth and isn't a raised kind of armor panel is going to get done in the black, with the exception of the helmet, which is going to get done in the off-white of the other stuff. So that's them. This is possibly the straightest gun of these, because this is all fail cast, so these guns were all incredibly wonky when I got them. I'll try and show you an example of one that I've recovered as best I can. So yeah, it looks okay from that angle, but you can see it's still got a bit of a bend in the gun, and that's after trying to, you know, heat it up and straighten it out. So yeah, that was those. What else have we done? That's about it on the Craft Worlds front. As I said last time, we've got some scorpions. We have got some scorpions to do for a tutorial, so I'm looking forward to those. They got primed, so that's them. We did also build up some future project stuff, so we've got 10 intercessors built. As you can see, this one's got a Dark Angel shoulder pad. This is for future projects where I'll be painting up the founding chapters, the first founding chapters, as well as a few others. So those have been assembled, and we also have our scout squad assembled. These guys are going to be painted up for my Blood Ravens army. Again, I think we'll be doing a video on those. And if that wasn't enough, we also did some more work on our commission pieces. So I showed you before that we had finished this chap. This guy's done. But he's got a few friends. So this guy's getting there. We spent some time going over all of the black edges. And they still need to have the next level of edge highlight done. And tidied up and obviously varnished and whatnot, because in places it looks like that shoulder pad looks very shiny compared to that shoulder pad, for example. But a matte varnish will finish that off. But yeah, we've done a lot of the initial black panel highlights. So once that's done with the next level, all we need to do on that is basically the varnish and Al's green armor. We've done some more work on this chappie, who is our custom, a custom Vulcan for the same person. Again, the black basically was the majority of what was done on this chap. You can see it on his flamer there. He's got his all of the edges on that done. Picked out all the black pieces because that hadn't been done on this yet, and we've played around with some flaming effects on his backpack bit, and also the sort of the plasma glow on his spear there as well. And I think that was I think that was all, he says, that we got up to this week. I've probably forgotten something, and if I have, I'll give you a further update on that in the next video next week. But for now, that's me signing out. Until next time, take it easy, guys. Bye.